Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Today's prop, a Windows PC laptop. Stands for desktops too, what we're going to talk about. How much security do you honestly think, and I do mean think, you actually have in your computer, and being a Windows computer, okay? The answer to that is actually absolutely none. If there was any real security in a Windows computer, be it PC laptop, PC desktop, okay, then you wouldn't be able to simply take, where did I put it now? A USB stick with Windows on it. You would not be able to take this, put it in here, hold down the appropriate key, power on the computer. You would not be able to get this thing to boot from a USB stick unless you first had signed out of the system and gotten rid of your passcode. Then okay, you'd be able to do it. Now you see, Apple has real true security. They're tighter than Fort Knox. As many of you know, we have like literally probably millions upon millions of dollars worth of Macintosh or Apple products, because it's actually Apple, okay? So whether it's a Macintosh, laptop, desktop, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone, we have millions and millions and millions of these devices that are e-waste because Apple security is so tight that nobody can get through it, and Apple will not help you to get through it unless you can prove irrefutably with 100% proof that you are the actual owner of that device. Okay? And this creates a lot of problems, obviously, especially with used computers, because a lot of Mac people, unfortunately, are not the sharpest tools in the shed when it comes to selling their old computer. They might take off their files because they know how, but they don't sign out of their computers. Okay, maybe they don't know how. Well, you figured out how to sign in. It's not that hard to sign out. Look it up on Google. Google is your best friend. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do. Or better yet, call Apple. Say, hey, I want to reset this thing to sell it. Can you help me go through the steps to do that? They'll be more than happy to talk to you on the phone, and you're not even going to get a bill for it. Okay, so, this would save a lot of e-waste, right? A lot of these iLocked and cloud-locked and but we're probably still going to see a lot of that anyways, because thieves break in and they steal computers from our homes, our offices, our gym bags, etc., even at school, okay? If you're in school, we see a lot of theft going on. We're still always going to see a lot of computers showing up, especially Macs, that say, oh, it's cloud locked, I forgot my password, but Apple will help you reset it. I'm going to tell you right now, Apple will not help you reset that machine so you can use it, okay, into your own name. They will not do it. The only way they can help you is if you are the actual owner of that computer, all right? That's it. So, and you have to prove it irrefutably to them. Well, what if you buy it from an estate sale? Well, then you need the death certificate, okay, of the person who died that owned that computer that you bought from the estate sale. And that means that that computer had to be signed into with that person's Apple ID in order to have it in their name, okay? So you got to go to the family, okay, from the estate sale. It could be even however, but you got to do it. And that's going to be a really awkward thing to do, right? I'm sorry to bother you folks, but I bought this computer. It's an Apple. I got it from your estate sale, from, your grandma passed or whoever passed, right? Okay. I need a copy of the death certificate for Apple because, well, it's locked and I can't get into it, right? So this becomes an issue, especially if they don't want to give that to you. And they actually legally don't. They don't have to, okay? But hopefully they're willing to, and they've gone through their period of mourning, and they're a little bit more reasonable, which, well, who knows. But rest assured, though, if you're buying Windows computers at least, you're guaranteed there's absolutely 100% no security on these things at all, okay? Even if there's a screen password lock on this, doesn't matter, okay? It really honestly doesn't, because you take this, you put it in, you turn it on, hold down the key that you need to get into USB boot mode, select the USB stick, it starts booting into Windows. You remove all the partitions out, you create one new partition, which will create a little tiny one too, and then you hit the next button, you start reloading Windows. When the thing is done and ready, you start signing into this with your own credentials, and it's all in your name. See, one of the big problems here is Microsoft writes the operating system, okay? And even if you're running Linux or aux or Unix or some other OS other than Windows on a Windows PC, it won't matter. The process will be exactly the same. There is not going to be any kind of security that's going to stop you from reloading this person's computer, okay? It's just one of those things that's just, you cannot be stopped. So the most popular computers to actually be stolen are Windows over Mac, okay? Because hackers know, thieves know, these things have no friggin' security, okay? Now, if somebody wants your personal data, on the other hand, I mean, Apple has the benefit of Find My Mac. As long as you have Find My Mac turned on, nobody can reload your computer, nobody can access your computer, period. But if you are unwise in your decision, you did not turn on Find My Mac or Find My Phone, okay, so we're talking all those devices, then yeah, you run the risk. Anybody can reset your device and put it in their name. But as long as that's turned on, yeah, it's not going to be a free-for-all for them. They're screwed. They can't get in. And you can remotely erase your computer from any other computer. You can even do it from your phone. Because, oh man, my computer's missing, it's stolen. Good. Log into your cloud account, boom, boom, erase this particular device. Gonzoed. Okay? They open it up, they fire it up, instant erasure, bye-bye. So, and of course, then they're also activation locked out. Then they put it up for sale on Marketplace or eBay. Forgot password. You didn't forget, you stole the damn thing. We know it, right? But it causes a lot of e-waste. Now, good point and bad point to all that too, right? At least Apple gives a garbage about you and your data, okay? Microsoft could care less about your data. They could care less about your identity, your credit cards, your bank accounts. Microsoft doesn't care. But Windows computers are great for gaming. They just suck for everything else, okay? They honestly do. Apple is like second to none. They have no competition in music production, movie production, video editing, all that stuff. They're second to none. Gaming, on the other hand, they do suck. I got to admit, Apple Silicon does suck for gaming. And Macs in general do suck for gaming. Unless you're buying a really expensive high-end Mac, then your gaming experience is going to suck a bit. I think the best Mac I ever owned for an Intel Mac, other than my Mac Pro that my father gave me before he left for the Philippines, was my 2015 iMac. That thing had a 2 gig graphics card in it. I was playing PC games under Windows 10 on it with Boot Camp, obviously. That's just a loader. It's not an emulator of any kind whatsoever. So we'll talk about that in another video, though. Got to straighten a lot of people out on that one. But with that being said, that was a fantastic computer. And it was fairly expensive, brand new, I'm sure. I paid $1,000 used for it. But, you know, if you wanted like the ultimate, then you bought the iMac Pro Series and you juiced it up, like with a lot of processing power, like high-end video cards, you know, that sort of thing. Same as you would with the Mac Pro. But now you're talking big bucks. And yeah, you could compete with anybody in the gaming areas, whether you're running Windows on there to do your gaming or Mac gaming and whatever. You'd be like spectacular. But on lower end computers from Apple, yeah, they all suck dirt when it comes to gaming. But they still all accelerate in all the other areas that Windows is the weakest on. The strongest point of Windows is gaming. But you're going to get hacked really easy on these things. A 3-year-old can hack a friggin' PC, okay? Viruses, very common on PCs. Hacking and viruses on Macs, extremely rare. Like, extremely rare. You ask any Mac user, okay, at least ones that know their systems, okay, they're going to tell you that they've either never been hacked or virused, or it may have happened maybe 1 or 2 or 3 times at most. You ask PC users how often they're getting hacked and virused, well, that's going to be an answer that they can't give you an honest number for, because it's happened way too often, okay? But rest assured, Microsoft does not care about you, okay? Because if they make it that easy to reload a PC, no matter what OS is sitting on here, that's really bad, okay? That is really super bad. So take it as you will. I still run a PC for games. That's all I do with it, okay? It's a gaming rig. I don't even do online gaming because I run the risk of being hacked. So I fire up my computer, make sure my Windows updates are done, shut off my internet, go play my games, because I play by myself because I don't play well with others. Okay, I don't want to play online gaming. It's just too time consuming for me. I just want to play for a few minutes, get out of there, and away I go kind of thing, right? But all I use my glorified Windows gamer laptop for is literally just for games. And I've done testing for you guys, obviously. But otherwise, I have my Mac, and that's my music production, my video production equipment. Because, yeah, Windows can't in any way compete with the Mac for that. So, anyhow, take it as you will. I'm going to have some other videos coming up in the next little while. I actually want to find out how easy it is to bypass a Chromebook. I already know what kind of nightmare it is for the tablets, so we will talk about that at the same time as the Chromebook, because I think that would be a good dual-purpose video, because Android and Chrome OS are very much similar enough. I will say this, though, before we go. When it comes to security on an Android device, at least in being able to reload, they are just as nasty as Apple, okay? You have to be signed out of it. You have to get rid of that password on the login screen in order to do a proper reload, but we're going to touch in full on that, okay? I've had my share recently of a lot of fun with some tablets, and I want to talk to you guys more about that more in depth. But today was about Windows PCs specifically. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and got a lot out of it. Yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.